What's up everybody, this is Derek here, and in this video we're going to be taking a look at another interesting drop or loot location on Miramar, the new desert map for PUBG Mobile that was introduced with the 0.5.0 global update. So in this series we've looked at some very good loot locations like Pecado Arena or Hacienda. We've also looked at some hidden ones like the mines or the islands to the east of the mainland. And you can see here we have a south to north plane route, which takes us right over some of those amazing locations. However, today we're going to be looking at a quieter one, and one that's often overlooked. So I don't know if this is really a hidden location because it is on the map, and we're going to be looking at Crater Fields, by the way. So it is on the map, however, I've never seen anyone drop here, and I think there are a number of reasons why this place isn't the best. However, it does have some decent equipment, as you'll see, and if you want a quieter place to drop or just a different game, or if the map ends up closing, the circle ends up closing around this area, it's good to be familiar with it. It's pretty good to be familiar with the entire map, at least in some capacity. That way, regardless of where the game ends up closing, you know the terrain, the topography, and the buildings that may or may not come in play. So I'll be making some other location videos where it won't necessarily be like an excellent drop or loot location. However, it's just more of a good map overview sort of video where I want you to learn about the location. That way, like I said, if it comes up in a game, even if you drop somewhere like Hacienda, you might end up playing the mid to late game in a place like this, and it helps if you see it. So Crater Fields, there's West Crater and East Crater Fields in my opinion, and today we're going to be looking at West Crater Fields. They're kind of separated and they play very differently. So West Crater Fields, the one we're flying to right now, has 4 main warehouses, 3 that are right next to each other, and that's where we're going to start. We want to start with the highest density of loot possible. That way we stand the best chance to get a decent weapon, some decent armor, some decent healing items, and engage those early people who potentially could land with us, potentially after watching this video. So here we go, landing on the roof, and just misjudged that a little bit, taking a little bit of damage, not a big deal. We'll grab some bandages and see what else we can get. So we've got a shotgun, we've got a red dot there, and a flash hider, so that's not too bad. We've got another shotgun, a choke for one, and a level 1 backpack. There's an energy drink, our first healing item, not too bad. AK with an extended mag and some 7.62 and another AK, so that's decent. So I'm going to swap out those shotguns right away, and we'll grab another red dot in case we want one on both, which is a good idea. Now we've got a police vest level 1, still missing a helmet, backpack level 2, and that is the first warehouse, I believe. Oh, there's a holographic. We don't need that. We already have the red dots. So you can see the advantage to this location is the proximity of these warehouses. One disadvantage, of course, is that you're super open and super exposed in these things as you're running around them. There's another extended magazine, so now we have an extended for both. That's pretty good. Some more 7.62, can definitely use that with two AKs. Smoke grenade could be useful later in the game. And we'll see what else we've got here. So we've already got a vertical foregrip in case we find an M4. That would be a great find. And there you go. Look at that. Just like that, M4. Okay, so we'll swap out an AK, and now we have a red dot and a vertical on it. So let's see what else. There's our helmet, first helmet. It's only a level 1, but hey, it's something. We'll take it. And pretty decent weapon so far. So we've looted 2 of the 4 warehouses. I think we're going to go ahead and check these shipping containers. Nothing in that one. Let's go ahead and see if we can check in this one. Is there anything there? Nah, darn it. All right, well, it's good to check them though, just in case, but nothing spawned there this time. And this is the 3rd of the 4 warehouses and the 3rd one in a row. So there's a 4x scope. Okay, pretty cool. There's our first optics, better than the red dot, of course, for those longer engagements. There's one of the new weapons, the R45, that revolver. There's another energy drink. So we're doing all right. I mean, I wouldn't say that we're getting amazing loot here. This isn't a place where you're going to be finding, there's a compensator for an AR, that's actually pretty good, but you're not going to be finding incredible level 3 helmets and backpacks and vests. And I mean, it's possible they could spawn here. However, this is honestly generally as good as the loot gets. So like I said, it's not, it's not a hacienda by any means. However, it's still an interesting location and one that I feel deserves a look at, because like I said, even if you're not dropping here, it's still good to know the topography in case your game takes you here. So we'll also be doing another video soon on East Crater fields, because the looting mechanics, the building spread and stuff is a lot different than this. It's a lot more lower, like single story, smaller structures. And here is the fourth warehouse. So let's see what we can get here. They're all pretty close to each other, but again, disadvantage, you're super exposed when you're running between them, and you're pretty exposed in here too. So we've got quite a bit of 7.62. That's pretty decent. Don't have a lot of 5.56 for the M4 yet. There's an extended quick draw. We'll definitely pick that up. And it's not bad, honestly. As far as weapons go, there's tactical stock. So now I think we have a fully equipped M4. I'll have to check that again. There's our first aid kit over there. That is a great find. We are definitely low on the healing items, but that helps out a little bit. And I think we have a stock, a grip, an extended quick draw, and a attachment, a compensator. So we are fully decked out on the M4, so that's pretty good. We just need more ammo for it. And that's pretty much it though. So now I'll talk about one or two disadvantages. First one is that you're in a crater, so you're exposed from the sides. People can snipe you off of those hills that surround us. Other disadvantage, it's very difficult to find a vehicle. And the vehicle spawn is usually in the middle of the two craters or over in East Crater, so you might have to go over that way to get a vehicle spawn. However, in West Crater at least, it's pretty difficult to find one. So those are the main disadvantages. It is pretty centrally located, so that could help you out as far as setting you up for the mid game. However, I wouldn't recommend you stay here for the mid game, because again, you're so exposed and you really don't have any way to snipe people. Especially if you get something like that 4x scope. You know, a 4x scope on a fully decked out M4 is pretty good, but only if you can get into a position to actually use it. And generally, you know, standing in the middle of the crater, not the best place to do that. So hopefully this video helped you out. Just a quick little guide on West Crater, which is an interesting location on Miramar. One that most of you probably haven't been to unless you had a game close here. And hopefully this video gives you a little bit of information on what's here, what sorts of buildings you can expect, what sort of loot you can expect. That way, if your travels take you here, you'll be a little more informed and a little better equipped to deal with it. So my name's Derek G. If this video helped you out, definitely give it a thumbs up to help grow the channel, and consider subscribing if you haven't already for tons more PUBG mobile content. So I hope to see you on the battlefield soon, or in the Discord, which I'll also leave a link to down below.